Good afternoon, Rochester Memorial students and families. Mr. Medeiros here with this week's Medeiros Minute. Boys and girls, I want to thank you for a great week of learning this week. I also want to particularly thank our first grade students. They did an outstanding job writing letters to Miss Ruby Bridges, in particular Miss Nelson's class. I was invited to Miss Nelson's class today, actually, to listen to the boys and girls read their letters that they wrote to Ruby Bridges, convincing her that why she should come to Rochester Memorial. So I want to thank Mrs. Nelson and the students in her first grade class. They did an outstanding job. Great job, boys and girls. Parents and guardians, just a reminder, we are in the month of March. With that said, March brings us to the end of our trimester 2. So we're coming to the end of trimester 2. Grades close March 19th, and report cards will go home towards the end of the month. We'll keep this reminder going in the next few weeks, Medeiros Minutes, just to keep everyone up to speed on report cards, but just wanted to notify everyone that we're coming to the end of trimester 2. Grades close March 19th, and report cards will go home at the end of the month here in March. Also a reminder, we did not have a typical start to our school year. A reminder that we had 10 days of planning to start the school year in order to prepare for our hybrid and remote models, and obviously all of the different protocols and procedures we have in place due to COVID-19. And with that said, we did not have our first professional development day or welcome teacher back day as we typically do that first Monday in August when we return to school. That day was moved to Monday, March 22nd. So just a reminder, I know it's not a typical full PD day in March. We don't typically have one, so but it has been on the school calendar all year. But wanted to remind everyone that there is no school on Monday, March 22nd, as it is a full professional development day. So just to put that on everyone's radar, just wanted to remind everyone. Also, parents and guardians, you should have received an email from myself around 2 p.m. this afternoon regarding the Rochester Memorial District Report Card. So each year, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Ed gives every school in the Commonwealth a report card that is not only posted to our profile right on the Department of Ed website, but it's also posted on the Rochester Memorial website and sent to all families. So if you have any questions regarding the Rochester Memorial School Report Card, please don't hesitate to contact myself or Mr. West. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, just piggybacking a little bit off of a couple of things. So Superintendent Nelson sent out an email on Wednesday afternoon to the entire school community around information from Governor Baker's office and Commissioner Riley's office about Commissioner Riley looking to get authority from the Board of Elementary and Secondary Ed to change the learning model around student learning time expectations for the remainder of the year. So Superintendent Nelson emailed the entire school community Wednesday afternoon. We also followed up with some brief discussion and comments at last night's Rochester Memorial School Committee meeting. So just wanted to piggyback on that. So we're with Commissioner Riley meeting with the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education today. We await his guidance on what the change potentially will be in a learning model expectation for student learning time. So what that means is currently we use hybrid in and hybrid out model, and we use a full remote model in order to meet our state mandated student learning time minutes for our school year. It is anticipated that Commissioner Riley, with the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education's approval, will receive authority to change that, where the hybrid in and hybrid out model will no longer be a model that we can use for student learning time. So it would have to be either in person or full remote. So that being said, parents and guardians, please be on the lookout. We will be surveying all of you. Obviously, our K-2 students are already back in, so this will really be geared towards our grades 3 through 6 families and students. So please be on the lookout for that survey. We ask that you please fill that in. Fill out that survey in a timely manner, as that feedback and your response is crucial to our planning. I have reached out to the Rochester Memorial Reopening Committee, the committee that helped us plan the reopening of school this fall. That committee is made up of obviously myself, but school committee members, community members, staff, parents. So we have reached out to that team and just have them on notice that we we'll most likely have to initiate those meetings again so that we can all put our heads together and create a plan for this potential change or pivot that is coming from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Ed. So nothing is in stone yet. We're all in the planning phase as we await the Department of Elementary and Secondary Ed's guidance. Obviously, health and safety standards and data are going to play a major role in this. So we will keep an eye on that as well. But if there are any questions about this, please don't hesitate to contact myself or Mr. West. And as I mentioned, be on the lookout for that survey, and we will communicate as much as possible and be as transparent as possible as we were in the beginning of the year when we were planning on a return to school back in the fall. So stay tuned. And again, any questions with that, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Mr. West. Boys and girls, this month of March, we've been focusing on assertiveness as part of our CARES motto and how being assertive helps us with relationship skills. When we maintain healthy and rewarding friendships, we can manage the different demands while at school. We can resist peer pressure by being assertive, doing what we know is the right thing to do, and successfully manage conflict constructively, talking it through and getting help from adults when needed. Hope everyone has a fabulous weekend. Boys and girls, remember, please take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of your environment.